Hey guys, welcome back. I am going to talk to you today about the palette I used to make this amazing eye look today. And I'll go ahead and let you know what else I have on my face. So let's jump into it. I'm so excited to give you all my thoughts on this guy. Blood Sugar palette. I'm so excited. I'm going to insert some swatches row by row because I have tiny space on my arm. I have a lot of tattoos and I want you to see full color swatches. So there will be 3 inserts coming up with each row of pigments from this palette. One, two, and 3. So first off, let me tell you about the palette. This palette was $52. I paid for it with my own money. I was so excited I missed the first launch of it. I was able to get this last launch, like, I was ready, I was waiting, and I was so excited. So I was eagerly waiting for it to be on my doorstep, and it was yesterday. So let's get into the packaging. Of course, it comes with a sleeve, like a VCR, like cassette tape, but I have apparently misplaced it. Sorry guys, it's all white, and these eyeshadows are extremely pigmented to the point where I don't even want to call them eyeshadows. I want to call them like pressed pigments, and I think that some of them actually technically are pressed pigments. Look at this. This is from swatching. I'm stained. Look at my arm. It is a shade of red pink. Like, look at that. And I have, look. I am stained. So, note to purchaser. Make sure you're ready for the commitment of a pink or red shadow from Jeffree Star. Because they are not one-night stands. They are commitments. So, first tip, always use an eyeshadow base. And I also set my base with, or my eyeshadow primer, whatever you call it, with a translucent powder or a white or skin toned eyeshadow, just to kind of put that barrier there, because when you take it off, you don't want to have your eyes stained pink or red. So just a tip there. The second thing is this palette is sturdy, y'all. I'm sure you could probably drop this from a plane and it would be fine. But let me show you these clasps. They work really well. No complaints there. But when I try to open the palette, like, it doesn't just come open easily. Like, you gotta put some work in it. And I'm not being dramatic there. Like, it suctions closed. It is tight. So you got to put some work into it there, which could be good or bad. Like, if I'm in a hurry and I just want to open this palette, I gotta struggle with it for a minute. But I know what's inside's worth the struggle. So I'm gonna flip it upside down. So this is the palette upside down because that mirror is crazy. It's big and it reflects my lights. So I'm sorry for that. This eyeshadow look that I have on today consists of the shade Glucose, Sugar Cane, Cake Mix. It also has Cavity, and then I mixed, for the outside corners, the deeper parts, I mixed the cherry soda and fresh meat together and then drug them with whatever was left on my brush after blending underneath to the lower lash line. So you can see that. And then I used the color Candy Floss on the inner corners here. And I used Glucose to highlight under my brow. I have been wearing this for 10 hours today, so we are a little messy over here a little bit. It's funny that that shows up on camera, but not off of camera. So, interesting. So that is what I'm wearing today. These shadows were very easy to work with. They actually all blend really nicely. My only complaint about them is that, sorry, I just can't stop staring at it, that there is actually a lot of fallout. Not in the palette, like they're kind of dusty. Not too bad though, like not like I would think that it was a problem. Like it's less than the Androgyny or the Beauty Killer palettes. Like the fallout is less in the palettes. They're very creamy, like luxurious feeling shadows, so that's amazing. But I was really lucky this morning that I did something I don't normally do, and I actually baked my under eyes. I had a lot of extra powder on there when I was doing my eyeshadow, and when I went to brush it off, my white powder brush was pink when I finished. So that pigment is very intense, and a lot of it fell enough to discolor my brush, and thankfully, like it would have looked bruised or really muddy on my face had I not had that there. So I would suggest with these shadows doing an extremely intense eye look like I have today, definitely put extra powder under your eyes, or even wait to do the rest of your face until after your eyeshadow is done. Again, I have no complaints on this palette at all. I mean, yeah, it's expensive. It's Jeffree Star. It's $52, but you get 18 shadows. That's a lot. I was actually looking at the Natasha Denona Tropic palette, and I just could not justify spending, I think it was $150, $152, something like that, for that palette. There were great colors in there, but even it wasn't worth it. I would definitely say spend the money and get this palette, especially if you like doing these intense reds, pinks, and purple looks. There are neutral colors in here, so I was able to do this entire look with just this palette. I didn't touch another palette today. So from start to finish, sorry about that, start to finish, this palette just completed the eyeshadow look. So I think you could do just about anything. You could do a actual matte, soft, everyday look with this, with the colors, the glucose, sugarcane, candy, or cake mix, my bad, and intravenous. Like, you could do a soft look. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. Watch my Instagram. We'll see, because I am not done playing with this palette. So I think everyone, I can't think of a single person that could not use this palette. So there's my thoughts. Go get it. You won't regret it. You will not regret it. As for the rest of my makeup today, I want to tell you about something that's on my face. Can you see this glow? This is after 10 to 12 hours at work. I think about 10 and a half. You see this glow? This is all day long. This is the newer, it's not brand new, Anastasia Beverly Hills Amrezy highlight. This stuff is amazing. If you're interested in seeing or hearing more about that highlighter and what I have found to do with it, let me know in the comments below. So until next time, go get this palette, click the like button, subscribe, and I will see you in a few days. Bye!